So WWE is not on good terms with a lot of people right now. I think right before SmackDown, we saw that the WWE released a ton of people. And it's not like people who you think just are skating by doing dark matches and doing, all these matches that are right before the actual recording of, Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. It's actually people who you think were involved in somewhat important storylines. I think at a certain point, the WWE has definitely changed. The WWE we once knew, we once loved, is no longer a thing. And even right now, the WWE that we know is not the same that I'm talking about. And even this WWE right now is not going to be here because TKO seems to definitely have full control over what's going on, from creative to decision making of where we're, going to have pay-per-views or PLEs to, almost any type of storyline like we saw with Pat McAfee and all that extra crap. So to see just a list of people who got let go, I'm not surprised. So many people have already made videos about it on a short form type of way, but I wanted to make a long form one because it's a lot more to than just who is released. It's confusing because the WWE has been just creating storylines that have no closure. Like things happen and they just let let it go into the abyss because it doesn't matter anymore. Right? I mean, just to name a few, right? I can't remember, so I got to pull my phone up. For example, the first one that I saw who got let go was Aleister Black and Zelina. A lot of people were upset because Aleister Black and Zelina, took Killer Cross and Scarlett's gimmick, right? They took that dark-esque gimmick, and everyone said, well, Killer Cross did it better, whatever, right? And then they ranted and raved on pulling Aleister Black from the competition, right? He came in big. He came in having feuds with, Damian Priest. He had feuds with, I forgot who with Cody, right? And then, of course, Zelina getting put in with him. No longer Zelina Vega, but Zelina getting put in with him. Zelina leaving the LWO. Like, the LWO just dissipated, went away. And she just went all goth, all dark, and joined Aleister Black, her dude. It makes sense. But now, having him involved in matches, having him and her involved in storylines. Hell, he was in the Battle Royale the other day. It makes no sense. And these superstars don't know in advance. And I feel like the WWE has no control. It's TKO. And for those who don't understand, TKO is all about money, all about the bread, all about the Benjamins. Because at the end of the day, if it ain't selling, they don't want it. TKO is in a lot of debt through all of the ventures, UFC and all that stuff. The WWE is their only green through ticket sales, through subscriptions, through meet and greets, through all these different things, through merchandise. The WWE is their breadwinner. And if you're not making them bread, they don't want you a part of it, right? You got to understand, like even more, right? So we had, Apollo Crews. We seen him in the back in a couple segments saying a couple things to some of the people in the back during the little promos and segments. But again, they let him go, right? I'm not really surprised. But then what really surprised me was Motor City Machine Guns. Y'all ranted and raved when they came on. Oh, the tag team division is put on notice. Boom, boom, whatever they do in their entrance. Gone. Absolutely gone. Like, the tag division is absolute trash. And you've made it even worse with Motor City Machine Guns gone. Like, y'all took them from the competition just so the competition couldn't have them. Bring them on. Made them tag champions for a bit. You didn't do much with them, and now they're gone. Like, what? And then to name a few more, right? Santos Escobar. I seen that coming. He didn't have anything really going on main TV and stuff, but I don't know where he's going after this, right? You have, man, this is weird. The Wyatt Six. Forever. I think it was a year or two ago. Y'all, the WWE was hinting and leaving cryptic messages and everything for the Wyatt Six. Like, the Wyatt Six was getting some promo every commercial break. And then when they finally hit the scene, they had a whole big entrance. They decimated people in the back. They put a damn hole in Chad Gable's head, and the whole a Gorilla was destroyed. Gorilla back there, it was destroyed, you know. And the Wyatt Six looked unstoppable. And then all you do is have them sit in the background of promos to scare people, right? You go after some people. You went after the Miz. You went after all these bad people. You left cryptic messages that you're going after bad people, right? You just took the hype of Bray Wyatt's passing and then put it on Bo Dallas, and then now you're out here having them feud with the MFT. You brought in all of Solo's family, right? And I have nothing against that. But then they feuded with the MFT for so much. The Wyatt Six and the MFT were feuding for so long, it got boring. And then all of a sudden, you take them away. They were just in an important match, right? They just were champions, like a few months ago, right? It doesn't make sense. The TKO just change to the WWE is horrible. Again, a lot of other names, you know, Alba Fire, right? So Alba Fire is with Chelsea Green. So what's to happen with Chelsea Green now, right? You know, that was her secret Hervis, right? Piper Niven, I don't even know where she's at. She's not on this list, but I think Piper was either let go or is on some type of injury list or something. So it's just Chelsea in a wheelchair. You know, a whole bunch of different people I don't even know because they could be NXT. And then, of course, Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark had a leg injury from a drop kick last year, I believe, or a year before. And then the one that everybody's upset about, Kairi Sane. Like, you let Kairi go. Like, Kairi was just in a tag match as the Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea and Io. Like, they were just on TV. Kairi has been in a long-standing beef with Rhea and Io. Asuka was always bullying her, and you know, there was some type of redemption that was coming on. They was finally convincing her to go good, and all of a sudden she's gone. So how do you play this off? And the thing about it is, again, the WWE only cares about making money. And when I say the WWE, I mean TKO. I don't know how many years we have left of Triple H because y'all keep calling him Triple Fraud, the Ball Fraud, Triple K, whatever you want to call him. But at the end of the day, I think he's lost creative control. And him losing creative control now puts his reputation on the line. And he's going to possibly leave in the next couple years because, man, there's no way in hell you telling me Triple H thought to put Pat McAfee in involving Cody and Randy. Triple H has been here for their whole careers. He knows that cooked. He knows that was good. But then Pat McAfee got involved. So things like that let me know that TKO has taken full control of the WWE. A lot of people were upset when they let go of R-Truth. R-Truth was a national treasure, and they got him back. And everybody thinks they can get Kairi back. They might not be able to because when Killer Kross and Scarlett got let go, when they couldn't come to an agreement, and they did the same thing. We want Killer Kross, Killer Kross, Killer Kross, blah, blah, blah. He's not back, and he's not coming back. He likes where he's at. And I think it's bad that a lot of these superstars got let go because this is where they wanted to be. And Aleister Black left, came back. He thought he made it for himself to come back, and he just got let go. He was on a losing streak. He wasn't winning that much. He wasn't even in big situations or big moments. And Kairi's been in the spotlight. So this shows you that no matter what's happening in the WWE right now, you could be in the middle of a storyline. If TKO doesn't want you, they don't want you. There's no job security at this point. If you're not pulling in the views, if you're not pulling in the fans, the meet and greets, if you're not pulling the merch sales, they're going to get rid of you. And the good and bad, right? The bad part is you lose these characters, right? If you're just if you're specifically watching the WWE. But if you do have the capacity or the ability to search these different promotions and find out where they are, go ahead and watch them. Because I'm pretty sure WWE has limited these superstars. They have capped them out. They have reached a ceiling in which they can't move above because there's other bigger superstars than them in the current roster. But moving someone like a Kairi Sane or a Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, or moving the Wyatt Six somewhere else. Again, some of these are copywritten, it could be infringed, right? A lot of these characters could be infringed. They got to start fresh, but you know who they are. If they leave, the good part is they can do a lot more in a different organization, in a different production, in a different company. It's a good thing for them because they've had the exposure from a worldwide audience from the WWE. So wherever they go, they're going to be loved. But it is horrible, and it does suck that on a random Friday, right before SmackDown, that these superstars are let go. Wasn't a fan of the Y6. Wasn't a fan of the Motor City Machine Guns. I was a fan of Kairi though. I was a fan of Zelina and Aleister Black though. And to say, am I going to follow their careers after this? Probably not. I'm stretched in terms of what I'm watching. I barely even watch NXT, and it's getting to a point where the WWE that we know and love or knew and love is gone, and the current one that we're starting to dislike is even going to get worse. So it sucks. Wishing all these superstars the best. They don't really even know who the hell I am, so wishing them the best don't mean nothing because they doing better off than I am. Getting let go from the WWE. Hopefully, they still get some royalty hits. You know what I mean? I know a lot of superstars that had their rights with the WWE. They get a lot of payout from a lot of the merchandise that they're still selling and kickback and stuff. So hopefully that still happens. But man, it sucks to hear something like that, especially knowing or thinking you're safe because you're in storylines. But I mean, no one's safe. So as far as you know, you got to take your 15 minutes of fame, 15 seconds of fame, or whatever you can, make your name known, and wherever you go, hopefully you can bring your fan base. But damn, man, it's different. Hopefully we see change because I know we're seeing a lot of NXT superstars coming up. We got, our Carmelo Hayes, our Trick Williams, our Obafemi. Fatal Influence made their debut on Friday Night SmackDown. So I know they're making a lot of room for the new up-and-coming superstars, and I think that letting go some superstars will allow the new ones to shine a little bit better. It's obviously business, and I don't know how they make these decisions to cut them. Obviously, they're not making them enough money so it's justified to them. But a lot of fans are starting to hate these decisions because the heart of wrestling is gone from the WWE. It's just about money at this point, from promotions to ads to commercials to sponsored fights, matches. It is what it is. TKO was never the best option to take over the WWE, and a lot of people want Vince back. I'm not going that far in saying that, but yeah, it's not getting any better. So that's that.